everyone. Now, I do understand that I go back to this topic a lot, and I do apologize for that, but the reason why I do this, like at least one reason I do this, is because I want people to know that it still exists, it's still a problem, and a lot of content creators are still dealing with this, and sadly YouTube still has not given a straight answer of exactly what's been going on for a lot of these content creators, of why they're not earning as much money as they used to, and all this other stuff. Like, it's just... And even if YouTube were to give us an answer, they have a lot to answer for, because everything that they've been telling me where they say it could be this, it could be that, has flaws to it. When they say, oh, it could be because you're not advertiser friendly, you're swearing. Okay, in this video I didn't swear. And then they're like, they go quiet, or they send me a robot link saying, Adpocalypse in March, blog post. Adpocalypse is pretty much over with. I'm sorry to tell you that, YouTube. This is more lines of a YouTube thing than an advertiser thing, and I'm not that stupid, and a lot of these other content creators aren't. I'm not the best spokesman with these kind of issues, and I do apologize if I stutter or make mistakes. In no ways am I trying to start a fight with this situation. I'm trying to actually bring content creators together to understand more about this and just stop a lot of the ignorance and hate that's been going on, which I'll go in detail about, and just try and tell you exactly what I've been noticing, because I've been researching this with my own content and other content that other people are creating. I even talked with certain content creators about this, and my goal is just, I'm hoping that things will get better for a lot of these content creators, because YouTube is my primary area for my entertainment. I don't watch television, and I would really be sad if a lot of these content creators would have to get a different job, because then if they were to get a different job, they wouldn't have as much time to create content all the time, or at least they would have to change their content to be downgraded with the edits and everything, and I don't want to see that happen, to be honest. And I know that a lot of you didn't want that to happen to me when I talked about that. Like, in no ways am I ever going to quit. I love making videos, and I will continue to do that. It's just that the amount of videos that I create monthly would go way down, because I would be working a job and also being in college, and it'd just be really tough for me with how everything goes on with my life. And everyone's life is different, so you should understand that if someone says they have to quit, it could be because that they're going to be spending tons and tons of hours on their full-time job just so they can earn enough money to pay off bills and everything and have money saved up. So please understand that everyone's different, at least before watching this video, and just be considerate for everyone on this situation, and understand that everyone's dealing with this the same way, but also in different ways. It's kind of confusing. We're all in the same boat, but everyone's in different levels on that boat. Some people are in the levels where they're completely underwater, maybe their heads are just sticking out, maybe like just to their waist they're in the water. Some people are all the way at the top that are whitelisted, and I'll talk about that too in this video. And some people are like, you know, a little bit touching the water, being like, well, this doesn't seem that bad, but it's still affecting me. Everyone's dealing with this differently because of a lot of things they have to put in consideration. Sadly, you gotta remove the whole way of looking at things going, subscribers, also, this person gets of this amount of views and watch time, so therefore their ad revenue should look like this. No, even if you do mid-rolls, there's been situations where I've talked to content creators that had like 400,000 subscribers, and they earned less than someone that told me that had 50,000 subscribers, and they got less views than this bigger channel, but they earned more. That actually happened, and it's just... because there's a lot of context towards your content, what you upload, how you upload, the things inside the video, like how do you do it? Is it a commentary? Is it a gameplay video? Is it a violent video game? Are you swearing? Are you not swearing? A million things. It is not just, if you're advertiser friendly, YouTube. Yeah, I love when you tell me that stupid answer. There's a lot of flaw to that, because even when I didn't swear, I see ads removed off of my videos after 48 hours. Where's your answer there? It's a lot of BS, and I know that me talking about this is not good, because I could be at risk with YouTube basically slamming me down or anything like that, they could do anything to my channel, to be honest, but I mainly care about these other channels. I want to speak up, even though I'm a little person, and it's just, I care about these content creators. I really do. I've been around making nothing off of YouTube for years, and I've always loved content, and when I was actually able to turn YouTube into my part-time job while in college, I was actually able to make more more content because I had the time to. And that's when I was like, man, money's not that important. Time is. Because that was it. That was literally the biggest thing for me. I was like, I actually have the time to make the things that I always wanted to. I was even able to make skit videos again. Like, they were very rare, but I was actually able to do those again. And it was amazing. And I thank all of you for that. And sadly, these content creators, some of them are asking for more support, and they don't want to do that. But let me first go into detail of exactly what's going on and talking about the ignorance and everything. But for starters, what's going on, a lot of you probably are thinking, is it just the demonetization thing? Is ad revenue just down? Like, as in when you get that yellow icon saying that you're demonetized? Was that what you're talking about? Or is it the apocalypse thing? No, none of those. It's something scarier. It's something that people are calling soft/shadow demonetization. It is something that you don't see unless you actually look yourself. It's where you upload a video, even though you get that green icon telling you your video's monetized. Guess what? Monetization does not exist on that video pretty much. And I mean that pretty much literally. You will earn 10% or less off of that video when this happens to you. Ads do not show up. Even if you put tons of mid-roll ads on your video, you will not get any ads on that video pretty much, to the point where even if you get 100,000 views on that video with tons of mid-rolls on that video or anything like that, you will make dollars off that video. It's that bad. And I've seen it with my own content. I've seen it with other content. And there's no definitive way of me telling you what's causing it. I've been trying to research more about it, but there's a lot of complexion into this issue where it's not just one thing. At first, I just considered it because I was swearing. But even in some videos, I didn't swear, or I did, and ads will either show or not show, making this whole thing confusing. I've even censored out the swears, and ads will disappear. I've seen this happen. Some videos had ads removed, and then they come back, and then they get removed again. I've had where I upload a video right off the bat, ads are gone completely already. I've had videos where I upload them and I get ads for 48 hours. This is an issue that a lot of people are dealing with, even though they are advertiser friendly and everything. They upload a video, 48 hours later, poof, ads are gone. So you won't earn much of anything off that video anymore, which sucks for a lot of channels who upload like once a week, once every 2 weeks. And it really harms their ad revenue overall because they rely on still getting views off of that video that they spend so much time on that they uploaded, why they upload like once every 2 weeks or so, instead of these channels that do daily uploads. And even those channels are being affected by this ridiculously. Everyone's affected in different ways because of how the context is. Because this is the thing. As I said, the worst of it is that you don't get ads right off the bat in general. But there's also the 48-hour thing that still can affect you because, as I said, it depends on how you do your content, how big of a channel you are, how many views you get off the bat, and so on and so forth, where that monetization for 48 hours could still technically be fine. There are some channels that are earning tons of money where they've been able to use YouTube as a job for a long time, having a lot of money saved. So right now, even though they don't seem like they're in the shit, they really are. They just have a lot of money saved up. Sadly, I just started doing YouTube last summer, and another content creator also did the same. And we're both pretty much in the shits with this situation. We don't earn a ton off of YouTube. We're still small channels. We're still trying to grow. And this goes for a lot of other content creators, and even big channels are still getting affected really, really bad on this because they're not getting ads right off the bat. But where a lot of you are probably saying, well, when do you see these issues happen? Does it cater to this or that? Well, that was originally supposed to be easy. As I said, it could be because I was swearing or not, but even when I didn't swear, ads still will sometimes not show up. Same thing with a lot of other content creators where their entire channel is completely PG and they're playing Destiny, and they will see ads removed. I've seen this happen. The other thing is that I've seen ads stay on videos forever. And this is why I say when YouTube is like, oh, it's an ad revenue issue or whatever, or, oh yeah, the 48-hour thing is just because we're still trying to get ads to come back. But then I'm like, well, how come ads stay on videos like this where I do commentaries and stuff, even though Destiny's in the background? How is that any different of me doing a video where I'm actually playing Destiny? What's the difference, even though I'm not swearing? Or when I play a kid-friendly game, even if I swear, if I'm playing Minecraft and I swear, I'll see ads stay forever on that video. It's ridiculous. But then I play Destiny, not swear or anything, there's nothing violent about it, and I will see ads removed. This whole situation is a lot more complex than you may think, because I even noticed that people who don't swear will sometimes get ads, but then someone else will not get ads. I've seen people who do commentary videos not get ads as well. Like a perfect example is like More Console. He's been dealing with this as well. I've noticed that sometimes when I watch his videos, when I normally would get an advertisement on his videos, I will not see them. Maybe it's because he put gun on the thumbnail, the tags, or whatever, but even then, he won't do that sometimes, and nothing, but then I'll go to a different channel, and they have ads. This is not hatred towards the channels that are getting ads, by the way. I don't want to let you think that. It's more lines of, like, what the hell's going on? Why is this happening? Because it's terrible. But I've noticed that I've been earning a lot in ad revenue when I did a kid-friendly game. I've gotten like 4,000 views on a kid-friendly game, and I got a ton of CPM from that, which is how much you pretty much earn off of advertisements, off of like per thousands of views, every advertisement roll and everything. And I'm just like, what? So some channels where they do vlogs on the side, even if they get 4,000 views, you can't be like, oh, we're in the same boat. I make gaming videos too, but I do some vlog videos. You are actually earning a decent amount of money off of the vlogs themselves. And some people are also not having ads on vlogs. I'm not saying that if you do vlogs, you're fine. But I've seen majority of channels where they did kid-friendly games or commentaries or videos based on vlogging and stuff. I've seen ads there, and they've done mid-rolls. But there's channels like me where we primarily do gaming videos, and we could get screwed. But I also do kid-friendly games, and I also do commentaries, so I earn at least a little bit more compared to channels that strictly just do Destiny, live gameplay kind of stuff. And it does suck. Like, it just, I really wish that there was a way for me to explain how you could survive based on what you do as your content, with your content. But the sad thing is that there's no way of me really explaining it other than, like, being like, oh yeah, change your content this way. And even then, that's flawed. Because it's just, everyone's affected in a different way. You can't, just because the views, watch time, whatever, mid-rolls are the same as this other channel, doesn't mean they're gonna get the same amount of money for that month. That's the thing that's scary. And a lot of people have been making drastic decisions because their lives are different. In no ways am I ever going to give hate because someone has to make the decision of asking for more help. If someone were to open up a Patreon, even if they have 300,000 subscribers or more, and they do Twitch on the side, I'll be like, geez, that's scary. What do you make, like, way, way less? Like, what's been going on? Yes, there's some channels that you could think are fine, but I can promise you that majority of channels that open up a Patreon recently are in no ways joking with what they're dealing with. And I know that a lot of you could say, oh, well, they shouldn't be asking for support from their fans money-wise, and I can understand that, but it's just, I hate when people give hate to Patreon, because the thing is that Patreon is no different than a tip jar, like a donate button on your Twitch that's right there, says donate. Like, what's the problem with a Patreon? It's not forcing people, and we give out rewards. When you donate on Twitch, you read their message. It's not like you go and juggle or anything. Like, everyone's rewards are different on Patreon, but it's just like, you can't give hate to people that are doing something that it's just, I feel like, is not that bad. It's no different if you were to pay to go to a concert or to see a comedian or whatever. It's just, it's the options there. You will still be able to watch the content for free and everything, even if you don't donate to the Patreon. But sadly, a lot of people have been opening up Patreons because they have to pay off bills or something or whatever. I know that a lot of you could probably say that, oh, well, I could deal with it, and I'm sure you can. Like, honestly, if the Patreon is not going to go well for me, I was just going to go work a different job. Sadly, that would affect the time that I have to make content, but I'm still going to make content, just it's going to be very, very, very rare, because I had this same situation a long time ago when I worked a different part-time job, because sadly, while I was in college and also working a part-time job, it was very hard for me to try and even out time to be able to make content for all of you. And that's when I was like, I'm going to try and turn YouTube into a part-time job at least, so that I can have the time to make content for all of you. And thankfully it worked, and I've been very grateful with a lot of your support. It just sucks that I had to ask for a little bit more support from all of you when I actually wanted to do Twitch to see if I can do that and make money off of that as well, but my internet is really, really, really bad, where I'm pretty much completely unable to live stream, sadly. But you need to understand there's a lot of things you have to put into consideration, because as I said, some people that even do kid-friendly games, they'll get ads and they'll stay there forever, but sometimes they won't. I've seen some of my videos where I did a kid-friendly game, even if I didn't swear, ads will be removed. It's stupid. It's really, really stupid. And in no ways does this exit you out if you have like 3 million subscribers. A perfect example is Merc Music. He's been dealing with this as well. Sadly, I've noticed myself where ads just do not show up as often. And even though, in my opinion, I would consider him a famous YouTuber, he's being affected. And it really, really does suck, because it's not in no ways suck towards like, oh wow, I'm not earning off of views from my fans. It's more lines, wow, I'm helping YouTube grow their freaking site and they're screwing me over kind of thing. And they won't tell you. They won't tell you. Probably the reason why they won't tell us that we're completely screwed and their future is all television BS, or these specific YouTube channels that are whitelisted, that's their goal, or something along those lines. Because if they were to tell us we're screwed, I'm pretty sure a majority of people are going to be like, okay, well then I'll get a different job, I'm going to go do Twitch, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, so I'm not going to make as much content on your site. It could be that. That's really stupid. It's literally just like if you were to go to work and they just were just messing with your paycheck because they felt like it. Like, yeah, even though if you're going to work hard or whatever, we're going to just kind of give you a surprise paycheck. It'll have a random number on it. That's pretty much what these months have been like. And it's scary for a lot of YouTubers. It's really, really scary. And I've been feeling a lot of pain for these YouTubers, these content creators have been dealing with this, because a lot of their lives are different, a lot of their time to do stuff is different, and having to see your channel doing well in views, but then your ad revenue sucks, and you're like, well, what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do, and then they're like, oh, well, there's Patreon, but then I'm gonna get hate for that. It's ridiculous, because I've noticed with my channel, I've earned a decent amount from doing commentary videos, from doing the kid-friendly games. So when I did those on the side, I was at least earning a decent amount. But there are some channels that don't do that, and they don't earn much of anything, and even if they did, sometimes they're doing well. It's hard for me to say, like, it's this way or that way, because everyone's treated differently. As I've said, I've done my own research and talked with different content creators, and they've told me themselves. Actually, a perfect example, they don't know that I'm going to use them as an example, and I do apologize if you don't want to be using it as an example. I love your content, but you've been dealing with this shit as well, and many other content creators as well, but I've spoke with them about this issue. They're both different, but they're perfect examples on the reason why they're different. Badass Gaming and Blessius. If you don't know these channels at all, I definitely recommend checking their stuff out. They both do Destiny content. Badass Gaming does like swear-filled challenge videos. He does like funny things with raids. He does this really hilarious thing with Wheel of Misfortune where they spin a wheel and it lands on something that might screw you over for the rest of the raid and everything. And Blessius is literally just a bless to watch. No pun intended, or pun intended. He makes just entertaining content with face cam and everything. I always enjoy that he does like sound effects with and has like the music, like Nintendo sounds and everything. He's very, very enthusiastic, and I love that about him, and I definitely recommend going to check out his channel as well. I'll have both links down in the description below. please, I definitely recommend checking out their channel and subscribing to them. They make amazing content if you haven't heard from them already. But, anyways, like, I know I'm a big fan of their channel, but I just want to say that they've both been dealing with this situation. Badass Gaming is a perfect example where he's pretty much under the water. I've seen myself with his content, ads are completely removed from pretty much everything he's created. It could be because he swears, it could be because he has his branding a swear, Badass Gaming, but even then, it's just like that's flawed because, as I said, I've not sweared in my videos, and I've had ads removed on certain videos, and I don't really know why. I didn't put weapon or gun or anything in the title. I was just playing PvE stuff. It really makes no sense. And he's also dealing with the spiel where he uploads a video and ads are just already not there right off the bat. Thankfully, he does work a different job and he does Twitch, but sadly, it's like he works hard on these videos. Editing takes a lot of time, and it does suck that YouTube is strictly screwing him over, even though he's doing such great work for his fans, in my opinion. He's a great gentleman. He's badass. He's literally Macho Man's hidden brother, in my opinion. And, it sucks that he's been dealing with this, and he's definitely a really good idol on the fact that it's just like, even though we're dealing with the shit, we're still making content, and that's what I'm going to do for a lot of you no matter what. Yes, I have the Patreon, and it's been doing well. In no ways do I expect myself to earn a ton of money off of YouTube. If we were to just have the Patreon and I earn nothing from YouTube, I'd still be making content for all of you. I don't care to be a freaking millionaire off of making YouTube videos or making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of YouTube. I just want to make funny videos for all of you. It's been a blast, and that's what all of these content creators care about. And a perfect example of exactly what of that kind of nature is also Blessius. Blessius loves to make content for all of you. He loves to make entertaining content for all of you, and he's been dealing with a lot of personal stuff in the past recently, but what's been worse is that obviously this YouTube thing has also been affected him. He opened up a Patreon, and a few people were kind of like iffy about him doing that, saying that, oh, Blessius, we're all in the same boat here, and it's just like, yeah, but just like I said in the beginning of this video, everyone's in a different situation on this. You can't say that because this person is a bigger YouTuber or does Twitch or whatever also, that means that they're earning this amount of money. You can't really do that comparison because, as I said, I've noticed channels where they do videos where they're playing kid-friendly games or vlogs and stuff. They make a decent amount of money off of those videos, but they do gaming videos on the side that maybe will earn money off of that as well. Even if they don't, at least they're making money off of the vlogs, the commentary and stuff if they get ads on that. But there are some channels that do the same thing and they don't get ads at all. It's really, really complex, and you need to understand that, please, you sound like a child if you're gonna literally say that we're in the same boat, we're equally dealing with this shit. Yes, we're equally dealing with this shit. Stop being a fucking child and learn to understand and support and just care for these channels. Stop caring that they opened up a Patreon. It's no different than a tip jar on Twitch, in my opinion. We're not forcing you to go donate or anything. And if people really say, it's in your face, like, so is the big donate button on your Twitch. Like, and even then, it's just like, I don't care. As long as it's not forced upon you, doesn't affect me. We're still making content. We're still going to try hard. It's just that if people are willing to donate to support this person, this content creator that you love, why is it wrong for you to want to go and support them? It's your money, it's your choice. We didn't force you and stuff, and I want people to understand that. It's been pissing me off that I've been seeing such negative stuff on other people's Patreons and stuff because they're like, everyone's dealing with this ad revenue issue. It's not an ad revenue issue strictly. It's mainly about this freaking hidden system that's just flipping coins around on if you're going to get ads, and even if you do, for how long, and all this other shit, and what's the context of your videos. I've even seen people like More Console dealing with this, and he has a commentary channel. Yes, he swears in his videos when he does the news, but as I even said, I've done videos where I've done commentary, and I've swore, and I've gotten ads here and there. Why is he being affected? Oh, because it's Destiny news. Can't do, oh, he put weapon in the title. And even if he didn't, I've seen ads also not show up sometimes too, and then some other channels won't have that issue the same as him. It's just, it makes no sense. And the thing is that YouTube was I made a post on Google support about this issue, showing my actual like facts of things that I've noticed, where I was comparing other channels. Look, yellow lines, but I don't. What's going on? Didn't swear. And they were just doing, I could be this, it could be that. Obviously, they're not really Google support, but I love the one statement from someone, because I made an example of other channels, and in no ways am I calling out these channels in a negative fashion. I'm just making the point that YouTube is whitelisting channels unfairly, while us channels that are being affected are basically kind of being told, oh, don't swear, but then you're still going to get affected. It's like, it's ridiculous, it's stressful, it's not good. Meanwhile, like, channels like Vanoss Gaming, I Am Wildcat, basically I Do Work, like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Oni Plays, Game Grumps, all these channels I've noticed that are not completely affected by this issue, at least that I've noticed since then I've done my research on it. I've gotten ads all the time, even if it's a video that's old, and I'm just like, why? But they swear, they make sexual jokes, they do all this stuff. I love their content so much, I've been inspired by their content, and it's just like, I'm not trying to call them out in a negative fashion, it's just like, I care about all these other channels that are also being affected, and in no ways do I want to just watch these channels that are not being affected. I want to watch the ones that are also being affected, and if they're continuing to get affected, they might have to tone down their content, and that would suck. I really don't want that to happen. So, and then people are saying, oh, it's because they're part of this network. That's flawed too. I've seen channels that are partnered with the same network as me, or this person, that person, and they're dealing with different things with their ads and everything. That's flawed too. Oh, well, they're advertiser, blah blah. It's just like, if fame was such a big thing, then why is Merc Music being affected? Like, it's just, this is why it's not a fame thing, it's a YouTube thing. It's literally a YouTube thing, and it sucks. I love these channels. I love every content creator out there, and it sucks that right now is the terrible time for any content creator to think about growing the channel. Like, think about Destiny 2. Man, I want to do YouTube and all this stuff, but then YouTube does this, and then people say, well, good, YouTube shouldn't be about money. If you want a perfect example of why money is a big thing even to grow on YouTube and become known, well, Philip DeFranco made a video, and it got trending, and then it gets demonetized, and it's off trending. Because why would YouTube promote videos, channels, that don't make anything for them? That's not a smart business thing, and no offense, but you guys need to understand that YouTube is a business now. Google is a business. They don't care about just like, oh, we want this channel to get known, even though they don't make anything for us, because they do bad things. They're not going to do that for the long run. I know that. Like, they would not do, it's not a smart business way of doing things. So if we don't make anything off of our videos, they're just going to bury our channel. All of ours. That's the scariest thing. Because we could just be like, yeah, we'll just make YouTube videos the way that we do, and hopefully YouTube will get better and stuff, but then we won't make anything, and then our channels will get buried. But all the vlog videos will freaking reign triumphant, which sucks. It's really annoying seeing certain videos, certain channels, and I don't want to call out the channel recently that got trending, but they got trending for a minute video doing something that took no effort, got trending, and then there's channels out there who've worked so hard making their gaming videos, but YouTube does not want to support any of those things, and they don't want to put those on trending anymore. YouTube gaming is its own thing now. So, I hope that this video kind of shed some light on this situation. I didn't mean to talk about those channels that if they don't want me to talk about them, but I just wanted to just express exactly what's been going on, and just share that we all, no matter what, care about you, our fans. We care to make entertaining content for all of you, and even though we're dealing with tough times, we're going to work hard. We're going to still make content. We're still going to do everything that we've been normally doing, but don't be shocked if some of these content creators ask for help. And if you can't financially help them, I understand that. Like, they will understand as well. they'll have to think of other things of doing things, but they don't just want to straight up go, oh, well, gonna go work a different job, and then all my fans are gonna notice that I'm not gonna be uploading daily anymore. It's just like, they don't want to make that first decision. And sadly, like, most of the time, Patreon's the first thing that's in their face, and a lot of that gets a lot of hate, which doesn't really make sense to me. As I said, it's no different than a tip jar. It's a donation thing, it's not a forced thing, and it's no different than, like, donating on Twitch. I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So, I do hope that things get better. I apologize, I'm not the best spokesman. I'm a small channel, and I've been a big fan with all of these channels being affected. Like, every Destiny community member has been affected by this, and like, as in, that makes Destiny content, and even people that don't do Destiny, everyone's being affected. And it's just that we're all in a different spot on the boat. Some people under the water on a certain level of the boat. Some people are just getting their heads out of the water. Some people are somewhat fine. Some people are completely fine, like on the whitelist, like those big channels I mentioned. And YouTube just doesn't want to tell us that things will get better, or they don't want to tell us that we're completely screwed. It sucks. And I've noticed that things are definitely getting weird, because when I contact YouTube support now, compared to months ago when I was earning a lot more, and they were a lot more optimistic, they're a lot more honest, and recently I've been getting robot responses. I've been getting very just like bland responses, like they don't want to tell me, they don't want to tell me what's going on, they don't have an answer, there's something shady going on, I don't know. I apologize for making this video super long. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there about this again. And again, we don't care about the money. We really, really don't. We just care about the money for the fact of the important things, to keep a roof over our head, pretty much. Honestly, if I was if I originally was earning like 100,000 per month and I went down to 3,000, I'd be like, well, I mean, I'm not making a lot in savings, but at least I'm making something. Still making videos, like that's what I would do. And a lot of these content creators would do the same. Yeah, it sucks not earning that much anymore. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would make that realization, but a lot of these content creators, they just love making content for all of you, and that will never change. So understand that, and please support these channels. Please understand that things are tough right now. And no matter what, we're going to stay here and continue to create content for all of you, at least the best way we can. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening, actually. Chibi out.